Hi everyone, it's April 2nd, 2014, and welcome to a very special episode of O.K.A 101. Now the reason that this is special, and before we get to the trailer, is that this video is going to be divided up into 4 basic parts. Now, if you look to the side, they should be listed and highlighted slightly so you know what area in the video that you're going to and what the subject matter is going to be about. Hopefully this helps out with confusion, because each week that you watch, it could be something different said at any moment during the video, and I want to help you guys get to that. If you already know the rules that we're going to talk about and I give you the basic format of the episode, then you can just fast forward or go back and forth. Now remember, always at the top of the screen, you can always click back and go back to the previous episode for this series or for whatever series you're watching. So this would be O.K.A 101. You can go back one episode where it was me and Mr. Jonathan Lotus talking about target areas and face contact. This week we're going to talk about rule books. We're going to talk about the tournament schedule, the next 2 events, which are Mr. Johnny Watley's and Miss Janice Fraley, and then we're just going to talk about some of the things that I observed as an arbitrator at the tournament. And this O.K.A 101 is actually going to be directed towards black belts and judges. So thank you guys for tuning in again for this episode of O.K.A 101. Make sure to check the sides and check the top, and I will see you back in a minute. Oh, hi everyone. I'm back. I'm just getting dressed here, putting on my uniform. Like I said, we're going to divide this segment up into 4 basic parts. Rule books, which I'm just briefly going to speak about rule books. Next, we're going to talk about the upcoming tournament schedule. Then we're going to talk about 2 specific things, contact and then ring work. So let me get started. Let me grab my belt and I'll be right back. All right, now as you guys may know, our O.K.A rule book is the current version, the 2014 version. We had 50 at the first event. Sold those completely out. Those are all gone. We ordered another set, a little bit more than 50 this time. All those are gone. So if you didn't get your O.K.A rule book, and you need your rule book so you're up on the rules and know what rights you have as a competitor, what rights you have as a parent or a spectator or as a member in good standing, get your rule books. Here's our 2014 rule books. Now, the next installment that we do with our rule books is going to be a little bit different. As you can see on the inside, it's all white paper, black lettering. They're going to be fully in red cardstock, and you're going to see the same black lettering, just everything in red. I think it's just something that's a little bit different and gives us a little bit of flair. I'm getting tired of the same rule book. This is the original rule book that we had when the O.K.A was established, 21 years ago. So we're going to change that up. But make sure to get your rule book so you know. I had a lot of questions about scoring, about timekeeping, about divisions and how rings are run. And what we're going to do Friday and next Wednesday is we're going to break that down. Now, if you've been following us on Facebook, I posted that Thursdays are going to be Throwback Thursdays. And I'm going to post a video of a previous tournament. I haven't posted all the videos from the Adam Estes Memorial event, so I'm going to post them Thursday, and then we're going to go even further back, go back to the 2013 year, so you guys can see the changes that have been made. Next on the list, tournament schedules. I'm very excited because we have 2 of our biggest events. Mr. Bowles events was very big this year. It's bigger than last year. The very first O.K.A event, we had over 100 pre-registrations, which was huge. Now we're coming to my school, UMATC, run and operated by Mr. Johnny Watley, his event in April the 26th. Now this event has been known to be at par with Miss Janice Fraley's event as most competitors. This year we're looking at 300 competitors. I'm talking about from all over the nation. I'm talking about Kansas, Missouri, Texas, St. Louis, New York, Philly, California, Florida. We've made big reaches and big strides to get people to come to Oklahoma, because I talked to the head of NASCA, and he said, he grew up in Texas and competed in the Texas circuit and and Atlanta, and it's just like Texas and Oklahoma fell off the face of the earth. And the only thing was our tournament circuit got a little bit smaller, and we just kind of stayed in that little well, that, you know, the frog in the well. We stayed in our little pocket, and now throughout the last couple of years, we've branched out, we've climbed out of the well, and there's a bigger world out there for us to explore. Now, as Mr. Bass said, we have great competition. We can fight on par with anybody, just like anybody from another state can fight on par with us. So we're encouraging everybody to come out, get the word out, and be at this event, April 26th in Edmond at the Memorial Road Church of Christ. Next event after that is Miss Janice Fraley, May 10th. Now, the reason that I'm grinning ear to ear is I remember when Miss Janice Fraley gave out Bruce Lee awards and Bruce Lee trophies, figurines for her event. Every single year, she tops herself. She's had zombie trophies, Spartan trophies, where most competitors, we got second place, which, you know, I wish we got first, but it was a huge shield for second place. And I mean weighted shield, an actual shield. She does so many things for the kids and the competitors. It just makes it a great event for everybody, and it's very fun. From the underbelts and children all the way up to black belts and adults, everybody loves it. And her biggest deal is running that tournament smoothly. She wants it very time efficient, but time efficient and quality are the two things that separate O.K.A. from any other tournament circuit, and that's what we're trying to promote. All right, now on to our next topic. The things I saw at the last event did not make me happy, but there's multiple sides to everything. We had 20 brand new side judges that took the side judge test, which is a 20-second, or not 20-second, but 20 question, true or false, and there's some fill in the blank questions for those guys. And for them to come out and support Mr. Bowles and to take that test and be willing to help, I'm very happy. I thank you guys. But there's just some stuff that we need a little bit of experience on. We had strong center judges, and then they were trying to train those side judges. So if you saw something that you had to complain about, just let me know, and we're going to fix that. One of the deals was we got rid of our paddles, except for fighting, and we have dry erase boards now. And what I'll do in Friday's video, I'll bring out all the equipment we use, and we'll go over that more thoroughly. But on the back of those dry erase boards, you have criteria for each division, for beginner, for intermediate, for advanced, and for black belt. Any competitor can score 8.0 to 10. 8.0 is if that competitor forgets their forms. Now, like we said last time, if beginners forget their form, they get a chance to redo that form again. All three judges score them as that form is seen and how they feel that form is based off the criteria on the back. And then the center judge turns to their scorekeeper and timekeeper and tells them to take 1/10 of a deduction off the total point. But any other division, intermediate, advanced, black belt, you get 8.0 if you forget your form. So that means beginners, intermediate, advanced, and black belt. Any one of those divisions, you could have a competitor that scores the top score 10. Now, again, that criteria on the back of that sheet is very specific to what we're trying to promote and what things that need to be looked for. We're an open circuit, so Shotokan, Goju, Korean Taekwondo, American Taekwondo, Kung Fu, we have all these different styles. So what we do is we base it off of exertion of energy, clairvoyancy, confidence, and several factors of that, because not all of us know everybody else's style. So we have to pick that criterion which we grade upon. And like I said, Friday we'll go over that. The last thing that I saw is judges have to move around. I don't want to judge fighting and stay in the same position. If I'm a judge, I'm going to circle around and I'm going to watch that competitor, and I'm going to try to get multiple angles, because in the underbelt divisions, we have 3 judges. In black belt division, we have 5. If my back is turned to those 2 judges and I execute a reverse punch and only one judge can see, I'm not going to get my points. And that's not fair to the competitor, because they're picking correct timing, correct spots to execute a technique. So the judges have to do their job and use that 20 by 20 or 18 by 18 or however big that ring is, and we have to move. So as a judge, I always look for my competitors. Even if they're standing still, I might give them a little stance and I'll move and I'll circle. If I'm the center judge, I at least move my ring. By me moving, it forces my side judges to go around to the other side to actually watch and see anything else that's happening on that side. I never want to have 3 people on the same side. I always take angles, 1 on one side, 2 on the other side, and I try to rotate. So that's our breakdown for O.K.A. 101. Hopefully you guys learned something today that's very imperative and something that you had a question about. If not, keep sending in comments and questions. And also what's new, besides seeing the different parts of this video, you can actually click on the Twitter link that's going to appear in the corner. You can click on the Facebook link that's going to appear in this corner, and the email address, and it'll take you directly to that site or that account. So you can go ahead and click to the email address, send us an email, or you can leave a comment on this video, or you can click YouTube or Twitter, and it'll take you right there so you can see the post of the day. Now, if you haven't been keeping up to date on Twitter, I'm not posting or reposting the Twitter comments and Twitter feed on the O.K.A. Facebook page. You have to join Twitter, and you have to retweet or actually comment on that Twitter post to be eligible for winning not only free entry to the June throwback tournament, but also winning that state finalist bag. So make sure you guys are active, make sure to keep up. Other than that, I had a great time. Class is adjourned. What's up there, sir?